Today we like to demonstrate you an option that you can have if you have any issues with your faucets freezing up or any of your water lines, or possibly even your water meter, is to allow your water to drip slightly. What I like to do is put a bucket in here just in case there's any issues with the drain freezer or anything. It's easy enough to go ahead and take the bucket out and go ahead and dump it once it gets full. You also want to make sure that you pay attention to your drain or any issues there. If you do have any issues with them freezing up, that you want to keep an eye on them. We'd also recommend that you open up your cabinet doors. It allows the warmer air temperature out here to circulate in. We would also recommend to go ahead and take anything that might be harmful to children and go ahead and remove it at this time and put it in a safe place. Today we'd like to show you some options for winterizing for your hose bibs. So once you're finished spraying and using it for the season, what we recommend doing is going in and turning off at the hose bib, releasing the pressure on the hose itself, and then going ahead and unscrewing it from the hose bib itself. And at this point, you want to take it up high and let the hose drain out until you have it completely all wrapped. We have two different options here for your hose bibs. One is your standard hose bib, and the other we're showing here today is your frost-free hose bib. The frost-free has a valve inside that prevents the water from flowing out, and it's closer to inside to the walls than your standard hose bib is, where the valve is shut off here and your water comes to this point here. On the frost-free, they come in different lengths back into the wall. Your frost-free comes in various lengths. This is the exterior wall here. The valve is located here, which shuts off the line and prevents any other water passing through at this point. So whatever's left from this valve here drains out. This is your standard hose bib connection on the other side of this wall here, the exterior wall. And as you can see, it doesn't have any valves here. So therefore there's cold water or water all the way to this point here, which possibly could freeze. With any of your hose bib connections, you want to make sure that your pipe has a slight tilt down. This allows the water to drain out. One of the ways to winterize one of your hose bib connections, your faucet outside, is to make sure that it's off. And what we recommend is turning the valve off inside. With the frost-free, with the valve off inside, just go ahead and crack it open and let any excess water go ahead and drain out. Give it a few seconds and then go ahead and close it. And on your standard hose bib connections, previously mentioned, you want to make sure that the valve is off outside. And hopefully you have a valve inside that you can shut off as well. With the standard hose bib, with the valve off inside, you want to turn it on slightly, release the pressure, and let it drain. And then go ahead and close it back up. There's a nice convenience for this valve here. Make sure that it's shut off, that the arrow is pointing towards the outside spigot. Your outside spigot is open, and of course, once again, with this valve is shut, you can open this and it will allow air to pass through and get the remaining water out of the pipe itself. Once you're done, just go ahead and put the cap back on, seal it, and then make sure you shut off the outside hose bib. Another option for your exterior hose bibs is this insulation. You just slide it over, and this helps prevent any of the wind or anything blowing up against it, prevents it from freezing. We would also recommend that you can use insulation pipe, which can be purchased at any of your local hardware store. All you need to do is make sure it's the proper size for the pipe that you have. Go ahead and get a measurement, and then go ahead and cut it to length, and then just install it around the pipe itself. This helps prevent any possible freezing as well.